I wanted to see if anybody else would just take over and do the intro for me this week.
I was gonna try,
I thought
and
about it.
then I didn't.
I chickened out.
We're just gonna have an episode that's just the theme song. It's catchy enough to work. I could see it work.
It could work, but anyway. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Flying the Coop.
Well, okay, that's a good intro. I was about to say, what a terrible intro. However, could one recover from that?
Oh, one might be able to.
Man, I was so ready to do it. I was gonna fake you guys all out, but you saw through my ruse.
I'm here too.
Hi, Hammer.
We are recovering from that. I'm still going to use my line. By taking our season break after the Panics episode. Well, I guess it's not a break. Well, you know what I mean. You guys have been around. You know the new format.
It's our mid-season
We
finale.
watched Recovery. Oh, we watched Recovery 1 in anticipation of season 6, and I have one question.
Just one?
Just one?
Just one. Or I guess it's more of a statement than a question, and then I'll let you guys agree or disagree. Far be it for me to besmirch Red versus Blue writing. Why is the writing on these miniseries so much better than the show? Not that the show writing is bad, but the miniseries writing is on a completely different level.
Respect, man, because how did 15 minutes just wreck me? I was, what?
Yeah,
I
don't know.
Plot twist after plot twist, after payoff after payoff. It's insane.
Yeah, it was wild. Definitely still recovering.
It's like that meme from social media where it's like the guy writing and the paper's on fire, and like that was just Bernie every time. He was like, well, time to write a little miniseries.
Yeah.
It's going to be 15 minutes, but change, I guess not change everything, but just like, hey, you know how the show was funny and like, kind of well written? What if it was extremely well written?
Yeah.
We're just going to pretend for a minute.
He's like, hey, look what I can do. Anyway, back to our regular scheduled
It's like
programming.
Red versus Blue is just him playing with crayons, and then these miniseries was like his fucking Rembrandt.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe it's because you don't have a whole season to tell the story. You have like 20 minutes.
Limitations, as Bernie would say.
Yeah.
Well, that sounded a lot like Bernie, Mr. Not Bernie.
Ham Burns.
He's going to get me again.
That Machinima Short just came out.
I
If
died.
you're listening,
It
came out like 2 weeks ago, but that was really funny. That was so funny. And then I tried to it was too late, and I tried to animate the clip of Bernie's head moving, but it would just, the first time it was so slow. And then the second time was a little faster. And then the third time I was like, I'm done. This is as good as it's going to get. I tried to make it like South Park, where like the bottom jaw
Just
would
going to
move.
say, like from South Park, yeah.
Yeah, and I gave up on it. Hammer's video was funny enough. And
was amazing.
oh man. But
Now I'm just picturing him with like the Saddam Hussein voice from South Park. And I want to see, hey, relax, guy.
We forgot to say it last time, but we're in season 3 of Flying the Coop now.
Season 3.
we are.
Oh,
And do we want to tell the audience what changes seasons? What makes the season change?
let's see if they can figure it out.
Yeah.
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 A little mystery.
A little spice.
The we're like plain pepper. That's the spice we just
We are
gave them.
salt and pepper. In case you didn't know, we're all white. That is spice to us.
Hey, that was also a secret. Nobody knew that yet.
That's true.
I mean, they can't confirm it.
Yeah, they can't
Yep.
confirm it.
That's true. That's true.
Nor
Oh,
can they
man.
deny it.
Yeah, we're 4 people talking about Red versus Blue. It's a pretty safe bet. So Recovery 1, it kind of, I mean, not kind of, it picks up right. You could literally be watching our episode or, Out of Mind, but more importantly, our episode about Out of Mind, and flow straight into Recovery 1,
Mm-hmm.
where we get York, his dead body on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And we find out that our old friend Delta is actually not deactivated yet.
No.
Nope.
Because it's cheaper to recover them than it is to delete them.
Yep. I put Delta found alive? Question mark.
Yeah, he's found by this individual clad in black and yellow armor who identifies as Recovery 1.
Who I think it's fine to say is voiced by Shane Shane
You're almost there.
Shane
Nope.
Shane
Nope.
McCormick?
Nope.
McCarthy?
Nope.
What's wrong?
Nope.
Shannon.
Shannon McCormick.
There you go.
Yes.
There we go. Made famous, I would say made famous by the very first Rooster Teeth short and as Wash from Red vs. Blue, but you may also know him from Les Mis. He was also in Breaking Bad, and he was in something else too, I'm pretty sure. Like another weird little role.
I was going to say he's also in Ruby. He's in Nomad of Nowhere, and he's also in Day 5.
Boy, we really reverse sandwiched that. It's like he's in Red vs. Blue, Breaking Bad, Les Mis, and Nomad of Nowhere. It's like, wow, what a
and was on Good Morning from Hell not too long ago.
He was.
Really?
He was Frosty.
But yeah, so he's recovering the Delta AI because, like you said, we need to blame the accountants. And he's talking with Command. But at this point, who even is Command?
I don't know.
Some lady that sounds really irritated that she even has to talk to him.
Yeah, she's not a lot of patience for Wash. Wash doesn't have a lot of patience for her, I guess, to be fair.
Repeat, Wash, repeat, agent. I'm like, ooh, lady.
Repeat Recovery 1.
Thank you.
Well, after seeing what they go through, it's I'd be pretty irritated with all of these freelancers too.
Yeah, damn freelancers.
Delta refers to York as Foxtrot 12.
I was just about to say that too.
Which makes me wonder what like the little code names were for all the other agents.
And how did they get them?
Right.
Like was he in like the F group and that's why he got Foxtrot?
Yeah.
Which would be the A, B, C, D, E, F, which would be the 6th group.
F12.
Yeah, would he be the 12th person from the 6th group?
Maybe they were just playing a really
is it
complicated
like,
game of Battleship.
Oh. That's a good one too. I was gonna say it's like SEAL Team 6. And I don't know if this is true, but I remember reading about like back when they killed bin Laden, that they were actually not our 6th SEAL team. They were like our 3rd ever SEAL team, but we wanted to sound like we had a bunch of these guys, so we just called them SEAL Team 6.
Oh my God.
That's one way to do it.
I mean, hey, you fake it till you make it, I guess.
Yeah. That'd be like having a child and just immediately naming him like the 4th.
This is my 4th child.
Right.
Oh, where are your other 3? I don't have them.
but we'll confuse our enemies by thinking we have more that are older than you. It's like, oh man,
I had a note that is potentially a continuity error now. Wash refuses to put Delta in his AI slot, which leads Delta to come to the conclusion that this is Agent Washington, but because of stuff we see later on, technically I think they should already know each other.
Yeah.
I would assume they'd already
They
know
could.
each other.
Maybe his recovery armor is slightly different than his freelancer armor, so at a first glance he looks different.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe.
See, this is some Wikipedia-ness. I like this, like rationalizing. This is fun.
There is, I mean, this is a bit of jumping ahead to the next season, but there is that moment when they go back to Halo 2 for a second, and the lady say like, "Do you still have your old armor?" or something like that?
Do you still have your old armor?
Oh yeah, that was him. That was the counselor. Yeah, that said that.
So immediately, we get kind of I don't know if a jump scare is the right word, but they immediately reference that there's someone extra among the bodies.
A third.
And a firefight breaks out. Now, this is after York's body is armed with an explosive, which they count down from 100. Did anyone do the math to see if it actually lasted 100 seconds? I just thought about doing that right now.
I did not.
I feel like Hammer. I just assumed.
I'm sure it's on the wiki if someone has.
I do. Let me see.
That's primed for the fact section of that wiki.
Is it?
They say it's 100 seconds, but it's actually 52.
I don't see anything about it. But what I do see about is it? Are we supposed to believe that soldier he's fighting with is Wyoming. I mean, it's never outright claimed to be, but
I think it's probably implied, yeah.
What the wiki points out is that Tex had claimed that Wyoming already teleported away before she had a chance to interrogate him, but then he was still there. So there's a little continuity error.
That's true. Right. That's true. So now the soldier that is searching for him, whether or not we know yet that that's Wyoming, wearing all white armor, and starts unloading on Wash, and Wash does an epic jump a la the other guys while the explosion happens, and he just narrowly escapes, and he moves on to his second body recovery that we see, which is actually his fifth body, I think, at this point.
Yeah, I think he said it's later on. He says he's been to five.
Fifth one this
been
month.
to five, which you assume that North was number 5. Which, speaking of North, he walks up and finds. He walks up and is talking to a female voice who we find out is South, and she is mourning what seems to be her brother North, but they just were seemingly attacked out of nowhere.
And we get the name drop of North's AI, Theta.
Which he apparently still had at the time of his death.
Right. We also learn that South never got an AI because she was in the order after Wash, and something happened with Wash's AI implantation that just completely halted the whole AI side of Freelancer.
I thought was interesting because given the context at the time of that, my initial thought was that whatever happened was so horrifying that no one afterwards wanted to get it. But it's later clarified that no one else was allowed to get it after.
Yeah, the command essentially pulled the plug on it.
Yeah, she was pretty upset about that.
Apparently very upset. But Wash starts talking to Command to give South some time with her brother, and Command seems to give him the order to take care of South as well.
Mm-hmm.
And
level 0.
because they realize that level 0, and then when he starts to talk back, she immediately says that he's level 0, and then he's like, no, I've got it. And he goes, and we see his Magnum raise up to South, and then he pulls the trigger, which, boy, he really put on a performance for Command, who seems like they were listening on the radio. Gives that dramatic answer and everything.
Yeah, I wouldn't go worrying about that if I were you.
Yep.
Yeah, that mic drop.
Yeah.
And then Command's like, damn, that was cold.
It's
like,
damn, recovery one.
And then they're like, cool, we can take a coffee break now. We don't have to listen anymore.
Yeah, we don't have to listen to anything else. So then, yes, the third episode opens and we find out that South has been saved or allowed to live.
Yeah.
And,
secretly. Wink.
And Wash unveils his, or at least partially unveils his plan.
Oh, I have another continuity error note.
What do you got?
Delta pops up, and South mistakes Delta for Wash's AI, even though, again, she would know Delta was York's and not Wash's. But it is what it is.
I had a quick question, though. If Wash didn't implant or whatever Delta, how was Delta able to be like, hey?
Storage unit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like an outside
I assume he had some kind of a
sort of thing. I think it's less secure and obviously less invasive to have them in a storage unit versus implanted into their AI slot. But
yeah, because that can feel a little odd.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I was just curious because I was like, wait, Wash didn't implant him, so how is he out and about? But that makes sense. Okay.
I will say, to go to what you're saying, Hammer, looking at the transcript of it, he didn't outright say it was Delta at first, unless obviously South would know what Delta looks like. I guess that would be the continuity problem. Yeah.
Which
she should. Yeah.
She should, but
because she just saw the AI pop up and she's like, wait, you have an AI? I thought it killed something and then got cut off. But yeah. Okay.
Yep. And then later we hear that Wash got the AI known as Epsilon, and apparently it tried to kill itself in his head.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was a heavy watch.
Rough.
I will say I tried to do the thing where I queued up you guys to say what Wash's plan was, where I was like, Wash reveals his plan, but Hammer had the cool continuity error. So we find out that part of his plan, does anybody want to take up the mantle?
Something's hunting the freelancers and he wants to draw it out.
Right. And that specifically he wants to make use of the Delta AI, but without putting it in his own head.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, have somebody else implant Delta in their heads so that it would attract this mysterious person that seems to only be going after freelancers that have either equipment that's enhanced by their armor, or rather that enhances their armor, or the AI that either controls it or does something else super cool.
Yeah, because her enhancement was removed. She could no longer put up the shield.
Yeah, she realized her bubble shield was gone.
But speaking of the armor equipment, South talks about having a domed energy shield, but later on, North is actually the one that uses that.
Oh. Did she actually have any enhancement?
Huh.
Nothing's jumping to mind.
I do have a question too that may have been answered in the past.
Yep.
But you said that like South should have recognized Delta, right?
Yeah.
Is it established that they actually see the AI?
Well, they take, without going super deep, in the freelancer flashbacks, they full on have like AI based classes that they take all in like a room together.
No, but I mean, like, do they physically see the AI? Is that like established?
I think so, because there's a joke shortly after North gets Theta where Wash and York are looking at him and talking about like how small it is or whatever.
Okay.
And then later on it pans down and we see Theta.
I was just curious if that was like a narrative device or like a visual device that like Matt or Bernie like wanted to put in there so we knew who was talking.
Plus, if the simulation troopers can see him in the next couple seasons, I would think the freelancers would be able to as well.
Well, I guess, yeah, okay. So I just couldn't remember who could, like, I just didn't remember an instance of them, like Hammer said, talking about their appearance or, like, one popping up and then them seeing
right,
it.
Like, did one actually see, like, a green glowing one versus a purple glowing one, or did they just see something else? Yeah.
Right.
I was just about to say, there's also a scene where they're talking to 479er, the pilot, and Delta pops up and she makes a comment about him. I forget her exact words, but she's like, who's the green guy or whatever.
But this is around the time of my this is around the time I said relevation in the last episode too, or the Nick episode. And I didn't correct myself because we moved on. And I was so mad when I was editing. I said relevation. What an idiot. I was like, nobody's going to notice. But then when listening to the audio, I'm the only one talking at that point. So I just say relevation and then everyone moves on. But so this is where my relevation comes in that I messaged you guys about. Because Delta, well, it's around this time. Delta is talking to Wash, to which Wash starts kind of unveiling his plan to South. And Wash tells Delta to do something. And then he says that basically that would be a lie. And then Wash is like, yep. And then Delta just starts doing it.
Yeah.
Right. So it wasn't that Delta was saying he wouldn't do it. He was just acknowledging the fact that it was a lie. And then that kind of surprised South. And then I started listening a little bit closer to just the way Delta talked and the way Delta was very methodical with everything they were saying. And just Delta's whole demeanor.
Yeah.
Hey, guys, is Hammer Delta? Look at all of his messages to us. Look at and I don't know how much of this we could even post, but everything doesn't, even your sentiment has been acknowledged.
Archived.
Oh, that's totally.
He constantly archives our sentiments.
Yeah. He archives our sentiment constantly. He's just Delta. Especially because that was the thing where he like right after that he just points out something like it's like it's true, it's not quite right, but it's like, okay, well, nobody else was mentioning that, but yes, I'm also taking my anger out because I titled the episode differently on Spotify than I did on YouTube.
Which I made sure to point out to you.
Which you did. You were like, was it supposed to be different? It's like, well, Hammer, it's not supposed to be different, but thanks for letting me know.
Here's the funny thing. My character in our machinima shorts has a green visor.
Oh,
Hammer, this is what I'm saying. It was all coming together for me. It was like the end of The Usual Suspects. I started looking around our chats, your machinima, it all started making sense. And I was like, Kaiser Soze. Someone got that joke. So yeah, that was my big revelation. I don't want anybody to think there was anything like of substance. It was just that Hammer's Delta.
That's a good revelation you had.
I'm writing that down.
Red versus blue revelations.
That's not what I was expecting when you posted that message, but it's an interesting inquiry to think about.
The way he said it.
There he goes again. Now he's going to change his, but now he's going to change his AI. Now we got to figure out who's going to be next.
We're just going to find out he's secretly actually the meta and he's got all of them. He just pulls which one he needs for every conversation.
I was waiting for Hammer's growling.
Oh, my pop filter might have pop filtered it out.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, I didn't hear it. So yeah, then South blast through the pop filter. Pop filter's like, hold on for your lives.
Maybe that's all they needed for the meta was just put a pop filter over his mask, then he wouldn't have been as scary.
And because Hammer's an AI, I know he's already thinking of how to machinimate this. He's processing the rest of this episode. He knows the exact timestamp that we're at, both on the recording and in Recovery 1, and he's building the machine in his head.
I want to point out this interchange between Wash and South right after the part where you mentioned where that would be dishonest, and then South's like, wait, how did you get him to lie? And he's like, don't worry about it, basically. And then he's like trying to get her to go. I love how pissy he is with her. How he's like, she's like, I'm not moving. And he's like, fine, stay here with your brother then. It's one less lie for me to live. And as his corpse is about to explode, it's just, I love how cold he is. It's just every time I hear it in this series, no matter how many times I've seen it, just gives me chills. Like Wash is he's a jerk.
Yeah.
But in like a good way.
Yeah.
This episode ends with South basically agreeing to take Delta into her AI slot, which is where Delta drops the line, like, the first implantation can feel a little odd.
Do you want to run the tutorial program?
That was such a good
main
series joke. I want to point out real quick, too, the start of the finale episode, the fourth episode. You can see, I'm like 99% sure that's supposed to be Epsilon, but you just see like the corpse of an AI laying on the ground with a pile of blood and a gun next to it.
That's how I interpret it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like, and it just it's quiet except for the intro music. And by the way, I love that intro music for this. It's so subtle, but the little beep, beep when the E on Recovery 1 blinks and everything, it's just everything about that intro just gets me. But seeing that overlaying the corpse of Epsilon, essentially, that was bone chilling. That was such good storytelling without needing much dialogue, if any, in that moment.
Yeah, and then we get little snippets of a conversation between Wash and someone we will come to know as the counselor, essentially talking about his incident with the Epsilon AI and how because of the stuff with Epsilon, he is a good fit for this job because he has no reason to want to steal the AI for himself.
Right, exactly.
And that he wouldn't work with anyone else, supposedly, because they would have all ostracized him.
Yeah, they were not happy with him.
I like how the counselor pointed out that it was a rare but unfortunate outcome, and Wash is just like, how convenient.
Yeah. Then we get the Eminem snap back to reality with the firefight and
South's point of view of the AI integration process, the first implantation, just her vision all wonky and
all messed
and just
up.
having trouble focusing and calculating her next move.
And Delta basically says that he thinks he should just keep talking so she can focus on his voice, to which she just tells him to stop talking.
Yeah.
Technically, I am not talking.
That's another. Is that not Hammer? Is that not Hammer?
Go on.
Oh, man. So then, firefight starts. Things are blowing up everywhere. Holy shit, what's the gun called? I know it's called a Griff shot.
Brute shot.
I believe you are referring to the brute shot.
Brute shot.
Brute shot. Thank you. Brute shot. So yeah, explosions going off everywhere that kind of causing some pandemonium. And then in the shuffle, South makes a pretty startling decision that I did not see coming.
I also did not see coming.
Oh, I had a question for you.
For me?
Yeah.
Okay.
When we covered Out of Mind, that was your first time watching it. Does that apply to all the miniseries?
Yes. All the miniseries.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Now, I will say, do they do flashbacks to this?
No. They reference it. There is a reference.
It gets referenced, and then
moment.
In season 17, we revisit it in a way.
I mean, who knows? I definitely didn't watch season 17, but that wasn't even supposed to be a joke. That didn't happen. But I'm sure I've seen it in an edit somewhere, but some of the things look familiar, like like South being spared. Like I knew he didn't kill South. Well, I know because of future events, but
right.
But like I remember the gun coming up and the gunshot, and because my initial reaction was, oh shit, he killed her. But wait, no, he didn't, because I remember him like faking it. So maybe I watched it at some point, but I don't have any memory of it though.
Memory is the key.
Which it sounds like I'm locked out.
Well, you don't have the sword.
I would use it on myself.
Wash goes off to the flying contraption, and then that bitch shoots him in the back.
Shoots him in the back, and what does she say? She's stacking the deck.
Mm-hmm.
In her favor. Or did she just say stacking the deck?
Just stacking the deck in our favor. She says to her, because she says it to her and Delta.
Right.
Because Delta is alarm, friendly target.
And I immediately thought, I was like, oh, when she says our, is she talking about her and Delta? Or is like she doing like a little fake out with Wash? And it turns out, no, she was not doing a fake out with Wash. She was legitimately betraying him in that moment.
Yeah, no, it turns out this was part of her plan all along with Command, just so that she could acquire her own AI finally, since she was left out from before.
And she gives whatever it is an ultimatum.
Yep.
Get the sure thing now, find us another day, or risk losing everything in this moment.
Because it would, I assume the threat there being, it would take enough time to kill her, or to at least incapacitate her, that the bomb would go off.
Right.
Yeah.
And she would definitely lose both. Or it would definitely lose both.
Right.
And then, we find out that she's been a little two-time in hussy with Command.
Yeah. Recovery two-time in hussy.
Yeah.
Recovery two-time in hussy. There you go. Which we find out that Wash acted exactly according to his profile. Which, boy, what a reversal.
Yeah.
I had another fun note. The individual that South gives this ultimatum to, he then briefly moves across the screen to go over to Wash. And if you pause it at like just the right moment, we were talking about this on the Discord a little bit, but you can actually see his like helmet and armor, which is interesting because when we see this character later, they definitely do not look like that.
Yeah, he has a different helmet, which I think we mentioned in the Discord too. It's probably just because of the design limitations of Halo 2.
Right.
But it looked like they tried to cover it up as much as they can with having the overshield being really shimmery. But you sent that screenshot of the exact moment. You can tell it's just a Mark 6 helmet.
Miss Floppy walked by to tell me goodnight, and she pointed at my notebook, which has been what I've been doodling on while we've been talking.
Can that be the thumbnail?
It might be the thumbnail. It might have to be the thumbnail. And my weird uppercase R that I just threw on the end of hammer because it felt more AI.
Hammer.
Hammer.
Oh my god, I love it. I am also doodling in my notebook, but I'm not sending a picture because my doodles suck.
Well, I had to, if you notice, I had to crop all my other, I had to crop the rest of the page. One, because of my handwriting. I think my handwriting qualifies as some level of obscenity on YouTube. So I don't want to, I don't want that to get out, but also just my notes are for me and me alone.
He just doesn't want to show us how he draws a dick.
Oh, dude, no.
Now I have to draw
I get
a dick
grossed
in mine.
out by drawing dicks. I can't do it.
I'm drawing a dick in mine now. That's happening.
Well, now let me try. No, I can't do it. I can't do it. I don't want to. I don't want to do it.
Just immediately pictures like an elderly person's dick and starts barfing.
Oh no, it's got boils on it. So recovery 1. Wow. I don't know, man.
What a
the
trip,
writing,
right?
What a trip. It immediately made me want to go straight into season 6.
That's the plan.
Oh my God, that is the plan. But I'm not going to do it tonight because I want to save it. I want it to be fresh. But it almost makes me wish that there was, and I'm sure there is, but like I want to make, because I'm doing another project that you guys know about where I'm kind of cutting the fluff out of a particular thing and putting it all into one edit. And it's almost like I just want to cut all of the main story beats of Red versus Blue together, but I'm sure someone's already done that. And part of it would be like impossible because some of the story beats get really dragged out. So you just have like
a super cut of the story beats or something like that.
Yeah, like through the Blood Gulch Chronicles, at least mixed in with these two. Almost like hey, if you want to skip Blood Gulch Chronicles, you can. Here is what you watch.
Yeah.
I would not advise that course of action.
No, of course not. But like, I think Miss Floppy Fop probably finds the way Blood Gulch Chronicles is shot and edited to be a little boring. And not because like, it's just because of the limitations. And, you know, we're used to things like Super Mario Galaxy, like jingling keys, the movie basically, and seeing things move quick. So it's like when you go back and play an old video game, it's like, if you've never played it before,
shiny.
Yeah, it's like, this is terrible. Like we talked about last week, Knights of the Old Republic, where it's like, if you try to play that now, it looks like you went back to the 60s to play a video game.
I'm sort of experiencing that right now.
Oh?
Because I started playing the Resident Evil games for the first time.
Oh, those first few games are pretty rough, too.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of the fixed camera.
Yeah.
So like was.
I remember I never played Resident Evil, but I remember watching friends, I think, play Resident Evil 2, and then the first one I played was 4, and by that time it had its own I believe it had its own camera, but I played it on the Wii. Ugh, what a bad experience. Don't do that. If you're going to play it on a different system, please.
I'm shocked that you
Save
did
yourself.
you not play it on the arcade cabinet?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, I played Resident Evil at an arcade in a mall.
I mean,
it would just scare the
like
shit
the
out
rail
of me.
shooter kind?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I might have played that, but I thought those were House of the Dead.
Oh, is that how? Oh, maybe I'm mixing up with that. Am I mixing up? Is there not a Resident Evil?
I think there might be, but I think House of the Dead was the big popular arcade cabinet one.
You're right. You're totally right. House of the Dead. Wow, I just assumed that was Resident Evil this whole time. Wow.
I mean, it's pretty similar. Here's the real question, though. Did you ever play Typing of the Dead?
Oh, yeah.
No.
I think because of Rooster Teeth for some reason. When did that come out?
I want to say that was early 2000s. I believe, I don't know if it was exclusive, but I remember seeing it on the Sega Dreamcast, and you had to actually hook up a keyboard to it.
Do you want to explain what that is for the lucky people who didn't play it?
A keyboard? That's what you use to punch in letters into things and type. That's how you talk on the internet. Uses all your fingers instead of just your thumbs.
I don't know what to tell you.
The keyboard is the thing you guys smash before you leave a comment on Reddit, and you just pray that the sentiment came across.
It's that thing you bang your head against and somehow write something genius if you're a monkey. No, I'm assuming you actually meant the Sega Dreamcast. Right?
You'd be wrong. I actually meant Typing of the Dead.
Oh. Oh, even more niche. If it's basically like learning how to spell, if I remember right, it's words pop up and you have to spell them correctly on the keyboard. It's like I used to play a game called Pause Typing when I was an itty baby boy, and that taught me how to use a keyboard like a pro. And I almost feel like I should try and find some version of Typing of the Dead to see if my words per minute get me out of some undead situations.
It's specifically zombies would come at you with words under them, and you had to type the word to kill it.
Yeah.
And if you weren't fast enough typing, they would obviously swarm you.
Man, and if that's my zombie plan, I am coming out on top. I will out type those undead motherfuckers any day.
Oh no. Speaking of video games, I know this podcast has been watching my slow descent into Pokemon. I'm here for PA. Pokemon Anonymous, I've really got a problem.
Okay.
I have bought like one game from every generation now. I went to my local game shop or local card store, and they had a copy of Soul Silver at the front.
Ooh.
And it had everything in the box. And if you guys don't know what Soul Silver came with, it came with a pedometer. And this was really cool because what it did was it would connect to the game. So like when you're not playing, you could take like your Pokemon, like your starter, right? Your Cyndaquil, and you could put it in the Pokewalker, and you would walk around, and every step counted as one experience. And you could level it up walking around. But not only that, while you're walking around, the more steps you get, you can then choose to either look for items or you can encounter Pokemon. So you'll just be like at school, which is what I'm sure the original purpose was. For me, I pulled out my Pokewalker, and you can click, and you can actually, like, it's like a full catch thing where you can attack, evade, or try to catch Pokemon that you find. So you can actually play like a mini Pokemon game on this pedometer, and it's changed everything for me.
Oh my God, that's incredible.
I have a Dratini in it right now, and then while I'm editing, when I'm waiting for something to download or waiting for something to render, I just get up and walk across my second floor like over and over again just to get the steps up.
Yeah.
So that's and the point of all this is you're probably like, oh well, that sounds fun and retro gaming. That's probably pretty expensive. It is. It was $450. So. But don't worry, I didn't pay cash. I paid in Pokemon cards, which just felt right. I was like, I laid out some cards. I was like, what would you guys take for this? It was like a childhood dream.
That's totally fair.
Speaking of that, what's the most you've spent on trading cards in one purchase?
Are you asking everyone or just the nerd?
Sure.
That would be $0.
Okay.
I paid $10 for like a gigantic box of Magic cards.
Ooh, that's a good deal.
And they were pretty cool. I don't remember what was in them. I don't even remember if I still have them. But everything else I've acquired without paying for, as far as I know. I'll let you decide what that means.
I was about to say, like, Becky was sucking dick for trading cards. I feel like that's worse, but
I'll suck your dick, man. I got these cheeseburgers.
Jeff had a joke about weed in his stand-up thing, where it's like nobody's ever sucked dick for weed. It's a hilarious joke in his stand-up.
It is a great joke.
It's really funny, but just cash or total value, like of a trade. I guess you're probably just wondering just cash, right? Because that's like the most. Yeah, that would be my Van Gogh Pikachu. Probably. I spent about $500 on it, maybe like $520.
A Van Gogh Pikachu?
Oh yeah, it's amazing. They gave it out at the Louvre.
Interesting. Wow.
It's adorable. It's my favorite card.
My answer is 0, but I bring it up because the place I work, one of the many things we sell are like Magic, Pokemon, sports cards, all that. And the other day, someone came in and bought $1,000 worth of Magic and Pokemon.
Oh, like sealed product or like cards? Yeah, because they're flipping that shit. Like it flips for so much money.
I imagine so. I would hope so.
They base it like it depends. If they try to drag it out and sell it on like Whatnot or TikTok, they're gonna make a ton of money. Cause like those packs are $4.99 for Pokemon, at least they're $4.99 a pop, but they'll sell them on TikTok shop for like $11.99 each, just for the privilege of them opening it on stream, and then you watch them open it. I don't get really the people who like doing that. I don't want to yuck anybody's yum. I just don't really understand, like, I guess the community aspect of it, but and I'm sure there's some good ones. I just feel like most of them are scumbags. So like, why do I want to pay some scumbag who sat in line at Target for, 6 hours to make sure a little kid didn't get Pokemon to open my Pokemon cards? It's like, he already stole the joy from that kid. Why do I want to let him steal it from me?
God, that Van Gogh Pikachu is so cool.
I love him. He's adorable.
I will say, in the vein of Pokemon, I have acquired my new handheld device that is called an AYN Thor.
Ooh, yeah.
And it's essentially an Android device that you can put games on that you, of course, totally own, and you're just downloading the ROMs to them of the games that you totally already own. Of course. Why would you not own them already?
Totally.
And I have Pokemon Heart Gold on it, and I've never played it before, so I'm excited to finally try that.
Oh man, you're gonna be playing Heart Gold and I'm gonna be playing Soul Silver. We're buddies.
I know. Maybe there's a way we can like trade. I don't know how that works on this thing from this device to another device, but we can figure it out.
Dude, with those old games, it's so weird. It's so hard to do it. I'm sure there's a way.
That's fair.
If there's a way, don't worry, Packy. I'll figure it out and I will message you and be like, hey, I need your ho-oh, bitch. And you're gonna say, Floppy, it's 3:00 in the morning. I have one more Pokemon thing to post, but you guys can go ahead and change the subject if you want for now.
I've got a bit of a mystery going on.
Oh.
Okay, I'm posting it, Hammer. Never mind. Sorry. I can pick up. I didn't realize how fast I'd have it ready. I got this today. I just want to brag to everyone. It's this document is issued in recognition of your magnificent achievement, the completion of the Kanto Pokedex.
Wow, way to go.
Caught every Pokemon in Fire Red. Thank you. I'll insert the applause.
Give you all the credit for that, because that's fucking hard to do.
It was a lot of fun, and I'm very excited about it. But Hammer, please, your mystery. Save us.
This note is like a month old at this point, but I finally get to talk about it. A while back, I was just in the yard with the dogs and came across a face mask, like one of the ones everyone was wearing a couple years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I don't know where it came from, because none of us carry them around anymore. But even if we did, it wasn't that specific type. And I don't think it blew into our yard, because 3 out of the 4 sides of our house are surrounded by woods. So it couldn't have just like blown there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Is
So
this a
that's
mystery?
that.
We're not going to get to know how it's solved.
Well, I'm still waiting on that.
But the only way this ends is with your dead body. And then that's evidence. It's like, oh, they found a face mask first.
But then a week or so later, this might be related, it might not, who knows. But a couple weeks later, I was walking the dogs in the woods, because there's like trails and stuff, because there's like a couple schools nearby that also use the trails. And one day as we were walking along the trails, I came across some items that seemed like someone may have been camping out there. It was like a bag and some containers, and maybe normally that wouldn't be a big deal, except it was like right next to the elementary school.
Oh,
shit!
Not a good place to camp out.
Hammer's catching on to me. I'm trying to find him. I didn't realize I was so close to that elementary school. I was wondering why there were so many kids yelling.
I haven't been back.
To pack it up.
I haven't been back, but I'm interested to see if anything's different.
Well, Hammer, don't die. Live stream it at least. Like, and then when the killer
at least
comes to kill you,
FaceTime us or something.
Yeah, and then you got to be like, oh, hey, hold on, I'm live streaming, so if you kill me now, you're caught on video. And then he'll probably still kill you. Exactly. It'd probably go pretty viral, though. It would do wonders for the podcast. You know what, Hammer? Great idea. Go out there.
No, Hammer, no. Do not listen to Floppy.
No, he kills Hammer and then picks up the phone and says, please be sure to like and subscribe.
Exactly. And then I pull off my mask and it's Hammer. And then Hammer pulls off the dead body's mask and it's me, and none of it makes sense. It's like that episode of Boy Meets World. You know the one.
No.
No.
So that for now, that mystery is unsolved. But I have another mystery that was solved recently.
Ooh. Okay. We've got some closure.
For years, I have been plagued by a song that would occasionally get stuck in my head that I didn't know what the song was. And somehow I had gaslit myself into thinking it was the music in the credits for Iron Man 1, but then it wasn't, so I don't know where that idea even came from.
Okay.
What, like Black Sabbath?
No, nope. But then like a week ago, because I don't have Spotify Premium, so every now and then random songs will pop up in my playlists, and all of a sudden one day I was driving and the song came on. So I was able to finally figure out what it was, and it was Blue Da Ba Dee.
Oh my God.
Oh my
You thought that was in Iron Man?
Oh
I was just I was racing to stop Hammer because I was like, I just want everyone older than Hammer to pause because I know what he's about to say is gonna hurt.
Oh my God.
That, you know, he's like Peter Parker in Civil War. He's like, what's that really, really old song?
That really old Star Wars movie?
Oh man.
Oh,
Is it still the greatest movie that ever existed? It never was.
At some point now or in the future, a fan needs to make the end. I just want to see I am the Iron Man. And then a bunch of people go,
I know.
You know what's great about that, Hammer? At work, I've been listening to the best of the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s, and that song is on that playlist.
As it should be.
And every time it comes on, I'm just in there jamming.
Man, as somebody who, I guess, Hammer, you've probably had lyrics your whole life. But before that, if you didn't buy the CD, you didn't know what the lyrics to the song were. And
yeah, you were
Sir,
fucked.
I still do not know what the lyrics to the song are.
But that's the thing.
If you were lucky.
It was
if you were lucky and they actually put the lyrics in the jacket.
If you were lucky.
Sometimes they didn't.
But you know who did? Eiffel 65. And my buddy had the CD and they showed it to me. And I was so happy to learn that the words were literally, I'm blue, abadi abadai. I was like, oh, I've been singing it right the whole time. Oh, man.
I just make up my own lyrics for it for whatever I'm doing at the time.
I can't believe they just put that one song on a CD.
Yeah, one song on a whole CD.
I mean, I'm sure they had. I mean, I don't know. Did they have other songs? I would have just. Man, nobody talks about them being a one-hit wonder, huh?
Yeah,
seriously.
Even though that's exactly the definition of it.
Yeah, man. Because like even other one-hit wonders, you're like, well, they had that other song that just didn't do very well, but like it was other places.
Yeah.
Like I feel like people maybe class like Journey as a one-hit wonder, even though they did have other songs. But I don't think most people could name. I could say like Separate Ways.
What's that? Another Journey song?
Yeah, I'm not a music guy at all, so I'm kind of putting myself out there. Maybe Journey has a ton of hits that I just don't know about.
They most definitely do.
That would be really interesting.
Well, Packy just asked, "Is Separate Ways a song?" So I felt like maybe it wasn't common knowledge. I hoped.
That'd be really interesting to do a draft of that if one hasn't been done already, of like one-hit wonders, but by bands that are super fucking famous, probably for that one song.
Packy, you better fucking take your heart medication, because Hammer's gonna say, I found this song called "Smells Like Teen Spirit" by Nirvana. And I picked that
Don't
one.
listen to it. Don't listen to Nirvana.
Right. I'll get that medicine right out of my heart-shaped box.
Whoa.
I'm ashamed I know that.
I'm also ashamed that you know that. Sorry to anybody that's a fan of Nirvana. I'm from Washington, and it is so overplayed here in Washington.
When we drove
I've been
through
over Nirvana since I was like 7.
Where was he from? Aberdeen?
Aberdeen,
When we
Washington.
drove through Aberdeen, there's a sign there that says "Come as you are."
Yep.
And so instead of us playing Nirvana, I rolled down the windows and I played Weird Al.
Okay. That's
I had never heard it
was,
before.
Yeah, which was a much better
It's a much better version.
Yeah.
I will say that's
it's
probably my second favorite Weird Al song after third, because the saga begins, the Star Wars parody.
That's hard to top.
I have such a hard time listening to American Pie. I will constantly flip-flop the lyrics.
Oh yeah. And
all the time.
That one in White and Nerdy.
Yeah.
When we got married, when Chia was walking out to where I was standing to marry her, they
coming
were like,
down the aisle,
put on music,
as other people would say.
Okay, so I walked through my mom's kitchen.
Yeah, we got married on like a deck.
Down into
it doesn't
her
matter
back
where you
living
are,
room, and then out the sliding glass door. There was no
a beautiful
aisle.
aisle. It was an aisle of love.
We forgot to
shaped
choose
like a Tetris piece.
a song for me to walk down the quote-unquote aisle to, so me and my girlfriends are all screaming that we need a song to play, and those bitches put on Gangster's Paradise.
Yeah, but I hear the first few chords of it, and I thought it was Amish Paradise, and I got really excited.
So now Amish Paradise, even though that's not what was played, is now our wedding song.
Oh man,
we churned a lot of butter that night.
We definitely churned some butter.
We're going to be at Homebrew at like a bar on 6th Street. And you're going to hear me at the DJ going, no, Amish Paradise.
Yeah, no, Amish.
No, Weird Al, you know him.
Oh man, the way I would get up there and sing that song.
Oh man.
We love Weird Al in this house.
That's upsetting that they overplay Nirvana, because I grew up in rural Georgia, where if you listened to Nirvana, you were like it was really interesting, and like not a lot of people like listened to things that weren't country music, so it was like cool, and it was never.
Oh, that's
played.
Yeah.
fair. Yeah.
So I love Nirvana in high school, and also that's like a football player who wants to be edgy. Like that's like I listen.
And Nirvana is amazing.
Oh,
It's
they're
a great band. Absolutely amazing. Kurt Cobain was... But he did make great music. I just personally am too much. I have listened to too much Nirvana.
And if you haven't done it before, and this is more for Hammer, because I'm sure you guys have seen this before, listen to his isolated vocal tracks. That they have a few of those from I think they have like Lithium and Come As You Are, I think, are the two I've heard, but it's insane.
Yeah, I've heard that one.
That guy's voice could do crazy shit.
Isolated vocal tracks in general are just super crazy to listen to.
Oh yeah.
Especially with things like Blink-182 or something, when they were in the take off your pants and jacket era.
Mm-hmm.
You really don't hear until you isolate the vocals how much they did I think it's called like gang vocals or something like that, where they just stack their vocals on top of each other several times, so it sounds like 3 or 4 of them singing at once. And it just really adds to the overall like melody of the song and everything. It's really cool.
That's the album I was listening to on my way home from work today.
Oh,
great album.
Nice. That's a great album.
I have a question.
Oh,
go.
yes. Oh, no, I was just going to say my favorite was the self-titled Blink-182 album, which I don't think is that a popular opinion among Blink-182 people, or is that bad?
I love that album.
I think that's a good take.
Yeah,
is it? Okay.
That's a good album.
That's
Yeah.
by far not by far my favorite. It's just the one I listen to the most. But I didn't know if that was based.
I think if you said Neighborhoods was your favorite, that would probably be a little.
That
more,
sounds too much like
it's a
Angels
good
and
album.
Airwaves.
It's what?
That one sounds very
Ooh.
much like Angels and Airwaves.
I've
to
never
me.
thought about that, but you're right. Holy shit, it does.
Well, it was.
I mean, I love
that
Neighborhoods because
that was just after they got back together the first time.
Yeah.
Well, that's like I like I really like Angels and Airwaves. So I think maybe that's why I like that
Angels and
album
Airwaves.
more than Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, Hammer, what's your question? I'm sure it's about
What do you
90s rock.
Nope.
Aw.
2000s rock.
Do you have a strategy when it comes to consuming a meal?
Yes, at all times.
I usually put it in my mouth.
Yeah, I just look at it and then I eat it.
I try to chew. Sometimes I forget.
I do
What a way
drink
to
a
go.
lot of my meals.
What a way to go that would be.
Is coffee a meal?
Oh.
No.
Shush. Yes, it is.
If it has a protein shake in it, it's a snack. And
Anyway, Hammer, how do you
Well,
eat your
what's-
your meals?
What's your
My
plan?
coworkers think it's a bit strange how I approach this.
Uh-oh.
So I see everything in the meal. I tackle it one food at a time, from
Mhm.
least favorite to most favorite.
Smart.
ooh,
When it comes to
Okay.
my drink, I typically don't take a sip until about 40% of the way through the food.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
then, regardless of how much more I drink, I try to make sure the drink is the last thing I finish to wash everything down.
Hammer, this might not make you feel better. I have no notes. I think that's perfect.
All right.
Yeah, bud, I'm right there with you.
Okay, so we have some agreement from Chia, too.
Kind of. I don't. I do sometimes, like if I'm having a burger and fries, I will take a couple fries, eat
Yeah,
those,
you go
take
back
a
and
bite of my
forth.
burger, eat more fries, take a couple bites of burger, maybe have
Mhm.
a fry. But when it comes to my soda, I have a problem, and I will go through 3 sodas at a
Oh,
restaurant.
That's okay.
Yeah, but
That's a bit important distinction because me too. Like that waiter needs to be on a treadmill or not a treadmill. They need to
Bring
be
me
on a
my
weight-
Diet Coke.
Every-
Bring me my Diet Coke.
Yeah, it's like
Tap
it's like,
it in.
No, good point, Chia. Really good point.
I will say her strategy for certain foods is really interesting because of her being a somewhat selective eater.
Extremely
She-
selective eater. Don't let him.
She
don't let him
has-
fool you.
Let's say
A very
me and you both.
particular, like, you go to this restaurant, you order this thing.
Mhm.
She will
Why
go
take
to
a risk?
Wendy's. Right. Well, that's fair.
Yeah.
I don't knock it, but she will go to Wendy's and get the burger that she gets,
Mhm.
chicken nuggets and a Frosty so that she can dip the nuggets in the Frosty, and then once the nuggets are gone, the Frosty's fucking forgotten.
Yeah, I don't.
It just
that's
melts in the
literally
car.
for my chicken nuggets.
Or
That's-
just it goes
That's
in the
why
trash.
I get the
yeah.
mini ones. Although my sister did show me that you can put a straw in it and drink it like a milkshake.
Once it starts melting, yeah.
That was a
Don't do
that
that
was
the
a
next
game
day.
changer.
be a
Definitely
game
don't do it the
changer,
next
yeah.
day. But yeah, I'm
I-
one of
I
those
totally
weird
get-
people that put my chicken nuggets in my chocolate frosties.
No,
and
I totally
sometimes-
get that. I get because it's the salty and the sweet together, but
It's
it's
delish.
the neglect of the Frosty until somebody told you could drink it like a milkshake. Which, how was that not?
I don't know. It's always just been like my ketchup, if you will.
Chia, let me ask you.
like-
Let me try to relate to you here, and I might go a little too far. I'm not asking you anything inappropriate. I'm saying I might go too far and reveal too much about myself. Is Wendy's like one of your favorites? Like normal fast food place?
I do enjoy Wendy's.
Okay.
For me, that's like my little treat. But I
Okay.
always get the same thing, and it's the 10-piece chicken nugget meal, medium with a Diet Coke, and then a junior bacon cheeseburger, plain, and a mini Frosty. And yeah, everything gets dipped in that Frosty, and then once I'm done with my food, yeah, what was the point of the Frosty?
Exactly.
You don't
Okay.
eat that.
So I started out with an easy one to make myself seem normal. Second question.
Hmm.
Do you feel like Wendy's has really fell off in the last like 5 or 6 years?
Absolutely. All
Okay.
of them have.
Excellent.
All
Do you
of
feel like
them
the
have.
burgers used to be better when like the grease would rot through the bag.
They
Remember
were
that?
so much better when they
so
were
much better.
grease bombs.
Okay.
Now they're
and
like dry.
they're dry. It's very odd. Now here's my final question. If you didn't have ketchup or something to dip your fries in, let's say, you ever go for the Diet Coke dip?
I've never done a Diet Coke dip, but I have
Okay,
like
I
shoved
retract
a
my question.
ridiculous amount of fries in my mouth and then chugged on my Diet Coke.
No,
so
bring
I
that
feel like
question
that's
back
the same
around.
thing.
Did nobody Diet Coke dips?
I'm gonna start Diet Coke dipping
I've
after
seen,
we're
like-
done with
I
this
wouldn't say
recording.
that-
I'm going to get myself some fries and a Diet Coke.
It's a
I've
last
seen
resort.
competitive eaters do that with like their hot dogs.
their
They'll
hot
like dunk it
dogs.
in their drink and then just inhale the liquid mush.
Here's why you can't do it
Wet bread.
anymore. You can't do it anymore, at least with Wendy's fries. Because, I mean, Wendy's fries have fell off a cliff. We've talked about this. I could have a whole podcast about this.
I'm right there with you, man.
But they fell off a cliff. But not the sea salt fries. Because, I mean, the sea salt fries you could kind of do it with, but the sea salt fries are really good. It was the fries before the sea salt fries at Wendy's. They were the perfect, like, if you didn't have ketchup, you were in a pinch, Diet Coke dip was the way to go. Now, I don't know. I haven't tried it in years, and now I think their fries are too filled with air.
That's fair. I probably will not be going to Wendy's for this. I'll be probably going to Carl's Jr.
Carl's Jr. feels like it would work. McDonald's feels like it could work if you get them when they're
Carl's
hot.
Jr.'s got them waffle fries too.
Waffle fry Diet Coke dip.
God damn it! I'm so hungry.
I'm gonna write that in my notebook. Waffle
To go-
fry Diet Coke dip.
To bring it back around to Hammer's question, I think the only strategizing I do for food is when it's some kind of sandwich based meal,
Good point.
something between two slices of something. I'll take like, depending on the size of the thing I'm eating, but I will take a few bites of it and then I will start to deconstruct it and eat it piece by piece.
You do that. It's
Yeah.
kind of entertaining.
Yeah, I did it today. I had a turkey sandwich that I got from a little corner store, and I like tore it in half because I didn't want to eat the whole thing yet. And then after I was done, I was like, okay, I'm still hungry. And I just started like take a little chunk of the bread off and just like eat that, and then a little bite of the lettuce, and then a little bite of the turkey, and then take the turkey and wrap it around everything else and eat it. Like it just
He likes to play with his food.
Yeah, it becomes a handsy kind of meal.
Which is juxtaposed with
Oh.
me, where I basically just close my eyes, open my mouth, and pour the plate in. So maybe that's why. But
Oh my god, I need that as a drawing.
but also, let me ask this to follow up with Hammer's question. Hammer, do you do hibachi ever?
Yes, I've been to that a few times.
Okay, so in Hammer or Packy and G, I assume you guys have been to hibachi before.
Yes, I have.
Not that I'm aware of.
Oh,
Yeah, I
really?
haven't been with you.
Oh wow,
We should go.
we went yesterday. It was amazing.
Oh, so good. It's been a long
Yeah, it's where
time
they,
since
like, They make
cook the
it
food.
like there, right?
Yeah. You can. The one we go to, we go to a table nearby because we.
Oh yeah.
I don't like being the center of attention when they like throw the shrimp at me. I get too scared. I get performance anxiety, and they're like, "Here, catch this shrimp." I'm like, "No, please!" And they don't take no for an answer. They just do it.
Oh,
no,
they
they do
don't?
not. If
Oh,
you're at the
no.
table, you're getting it. And if you're trying to like hide away, they're gonna hone in on you.
Oh yeah, they're gonna be like, and then
Yeah,
they
they're
do
gonna be like,
the-
"Oh, this
Seeking
one's
shrimp.
not interested. Too bad."
and then they're like volcano, and they do the big volcano, and your face gets hot. That part's fun.
That is fun.
But I asked that because you said about when you were talking about like eating your food.
Yep.
The way hibachi works is perfect for that.
I wait.
because I wait. Yeah, I divide.
Yeah.
I make 4 corners, and I put like my rice, the noodles, the chicken, the steak, the vegetable. Like you make like 5. Like each thing has its own section, and then I eat it in like a clockwise like rotation.
Yeah, yep.
Okay, that's good.
No, the place we go to takes no for an answer when it comes to the food throwing.
Because you're
Interesting.
civilized up there. It's the Wild West. They're like, you're going to
Must
catch this
be
shrimp in your
nice.
mouth, or it's going to knock off the side of your face, and everyone's going to laugh at you.
They're all gonna laugh at you.
Man. Okay, I got to add hibachi to the homebrew list for Packy if you guys don't do it.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, okay. Yeah, now we're not going. Now we have
Darn,
to wait.
now I have to wait to do it in an even more fun situation.
And I'm gonna tell the guy
rats.
beforehand. I'm gonna be like, you see that guy? He loves having shrimp thrown at his face.
Just huck 'em.
I'm just gonna dodge it every time.
Joe, just like basketball, like slap it down. It's like,
Yeah, rejected.
Hit him with the Mutombo. No, no, no. Like, wow. What a power play to pull on the hibachi guy.
I have a question. I'm just trying to get through a good chunk of my month-old notes.
Okay, go ahead.
What are your feelings when it comes to taking naps?
I hate it.
When I can nap, I love it.
My body enjoys a nap.
Mm.
My brain hates me for taking them.
Is it every time? In my experience, it's a 50-50. And I always take
That's
the
every
risk.
time for me.
Oh, that's a bummer.
It's like afterwards, my brain is like, it's like, oh, fine, I guess that was good for me. But like leading up to it, it's like, no, you're not going to take a nap, you fucking pussy. Like, go.
You fucking pussy.
Go drink some coffee. Go get some energy. Like, figure
Take
it out.
a
You can sleep
goddamn
tonight.
nap. It's good for you.
Oh, I know.
Packy
I
turned
know,
into
he
that
doesn't.
alpha bro podcaster who's like, if you nap, you're a bitch.
It's my brain.
No, your brain's an alpha bro pod. It's like you're like one of those guys who are like, if you nap, someone else is getting better than you at that moment. It's like, who am I competing with? Like,
I know. Let's just say it's a good thing I have control of the podcast that I do and not my brain, because that guy's a dick.
that guy's an asshole. He won't let me nap. Or not even, he just punishes you when you do.
Yeah, he's
Mhm.
like,
Oh.
you little bitch. Hammer, do you nap? Are you a napper?
I typically don't. The only time I do is when I'm sick.
Oh, yeah, when I'm sick, I be napping a lot.
You will. Give it time, young man.
Yeah, you're still young. You
Yeah.
spring chicken.
I bring it up because I guess recently John Bernthal
Oh,
spoke
he's
out.
the one. Yeah, he fucking hates him.
Yeah, he's anti-nap.
He gets weirdly angry about it.
I'm on his side, honestly.
No, Hammer, don't be on his
Yeah.
side. That's unhinged from him. He hates naps way too much. That's a guy who's never had a good nap.
He elaborated on it later on, saying it just seems like there's better things you could be doing.
Yeah,
Mhm.
And I agree.
that sounds like alpha.
John
bro
Bernthal
bullshit.
must be the guy in my brain. Not that he's an asshole, but he's officially the voice inside my head.
Okay, so we all getting a good idea of of him. He says he fills his time with working, training, and being with his family. He never has a moment to stop and sleep during the day because he's focused on constant productivity. That sounds like
That's
alpha
disgusting.
bro bullshit. It's like,
Well-
I don't believe him. That's the problem. I don't really believe it. I believe he doesn't take naps. I think he would like them, but he refuses to try because he's too deep. He hates it too
Well,
much. Because now what if he
he was-
likes it?
I think since then, though, I think it was on Hot Ones or something like that, and they
Yeah,
asked
that's where
him about it,
Yeah.
and he said something along the lines of like, there's nothing wrong if you do, but there's probably better things you could do with that time.
There's nothing wrong with it, you little bitch. You're fine.
Yeah, exactly. I was about to say he's in that level of fame where he's like, oh shit, if I say things, people like will react to it. It's like when someone goes anti-backpack. It happens to like 30% of people when they become famous. They say like an anti-backpack opinion, and they're like, if you wear a backpack, you're like a child. And then people who wear backpacks are like, what the fuck are you talking about? I wear a backpack. And then they have to walk it back. I can't remember, someone just did it the other day. They were anti-backpack. It was like some social media person, and they like doubled down on it. And they're like, if you wear a backpack, you're a loser.
What the fuck?
Yeah, like who cares? It's like-
What a crazy thing to have an opinion on.
Yeah, what a weird take. Like, you want to follow me and carry my laptop and my car keys and my charger and my camera and my several other devices that I have for me?
it's like, what am I supposed to just carry a messenger bag everywhere? Like that's the messenger bag doesn't always fit everything.
Hate on you for that as well.
Oh yeah. It's like, oh, you need a suitcase. I'm not gonna bring a suitcase to the gym. That's insane.
my God.
Agent 47.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's like I'm gonna huck it at somebody, the front counter person, and knock them out. It's like,
Mm-hmm. Oh my God.
man. So we have Hammer might get murdered mystery, and the more important mystery of what is Chia going to dip into what next? Because that's the one I'm most excited about. Other than, you know, if Hammer makes us viral by getting murdered on stream.
Hammer, do not get murdered.
I have a guess on what she might
No,
might dip into something, but I probably shouldn't say it on recording.
Whoa.
I know what sister would say to that.
That's hot. And then I just want to be clear. I don't want Hammer to die, but Hammer, if you're going to die, live stream it for the love of God.
I don't know that that's something I have control over.
I'm not selfish. If something happens to me, like if I'm in some sort of like, I'm in Austin, right? Like there could be, you know, like a gunman. There was a gunman downtown not too long ago. He killed like a whole bunch of people. Like if I'm dying,
Rude.
I'm going to get out, listen to Flying the Coop right before I die. Like that is will be my dying words. I'll walk the walk and talk the talk.
I'm flying it.
Everyone will remember
for all 12 of you Red Dwarf fans out there. That's Floppy's gazpacho soup.
Whoa. I don't even know what that means, but now I'm just going to say.
I highly recommend Red Dwarf. It's a great show.
Well, now I'll be dying of blood loss and I won't remember what to say, and I'll say gazpacho soup. And they'll say,
Droopy McCool.
Close.
Soup.
Don't say Gestapo soup. That's for sure.
Hammer just made me terrified of a whole different thing. It's like I say something like Droopy McCool or Max Rebo, and like, oh, he's a fucking huge Star Wars nerd, and then I die, but not because of the blood loss, but just from embarrassment,
Just from shame.
And only I know.
His last words were, Borkus compares Meeper Gaskin as Zokin to a conduit worm.
I tell the EMS, come closer.
I have something to tell you.
Conduit worm. Because I still die with that.
They're going to be like, Meeper Gaskin?
And then they pull up on their phone, they go, you know what? He kind of does look like a conduit worm.
I can see it now.
Well, there's the music. We're leaving you guys. I hope you enjoyed this 15 minutes.
Potentially for the last time.
Oh, that's right. Hammer, what would you want your last words to be if these are your last recorded words?
Play it on us.
Ain't that a bitch?
Whoa. That's a reference. Or we won't. Bye.
Bye.